Hi and welcome to Strengthen with Sarah. Today we're going to be doing a mat Pilates class and we're going to be using your ring for this workout. So grab hold of that. This class is going to be pregnancy safe. So if you are currently pregnant, this one is going to be great for you, but anyone can do it and you're all going to feel it. So grab hold of your ring and then come and face towards your mats. We're going to pop that ring into your inner thighs. So have the handles in your inner thighs and then come into a 4-point kneeling position. So hands are stacked in line with the shoulders and knees are in line with the hips. From here, we're just going to mobilize through the spine. So can you inhale, let the belly drop down to the floor and just look forward, really open across your chest. So we're allowing the spine to arch. Then as you exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. Think about pushing the ground away as you round your spine. Inhale, release. Let the belly button go down to the floor as your eye gaze looks forward, really pulling the shoulders back away from your ears. Exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. Push away from the floor as your spine rounds. Good. Last two here. Arching the spine and rounding your spine. Last time. Inhale to arch. Look forward, really open across the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, chin towards the chest, rounding your spine here, and hold it here in this rounded position, really looking towards the ring between your knees, tucking all 10 toes under. So the toes are now on the mat, you're looking towards that ring, the spine is rounded and we hold. Inhale. As you exhale, lift and hover those knees a couple of centimeters off the floor. Then lower the knees back down and look forwards, arching your spine. And again, tuck the chin towards the chest, round your spine, really push the floor away with each one of your fingers. Then lift and hover the knees just slightly off the floor. Lower the knees back down and look forwards. Great job. 2 more of these, rounding the spine. Once your spine is rounded, hover those knees off the floor. Lower the knees back down and look forward. One more time. Tucking the chin in towards the chest, rounding your spine, push away from the floor, hover those knees just slightly off the floor and we stay here. Good. Now can we focus on that ring? Inhale, let the knees open, they widen. Exhale, squeeze the knees together as we change the shape on that circle. Inhale, the knees open slightly. Exhale, squeeze into that ring. Last 3. Inhale, the knees open. Exhale, squeeze onto that ring. Really change its shape. 2 more. Open and squeeze. Good. Last time, the knees open. You then squeeze into that ring. Hold it here. Tap the knees down to the floor and lift them off the floor. 1. Good. Tap the knees down to the floor and lift them, hover them off the floor. 2. Last 3 here. Just lifting and tapping those knees down. 2 more. Good. Last time the knees tap down, they hover. Then lower the knees down fully. Release that ring, uncurl the toes and just rock back for a little child pose here. Stretching the hands forward, you can take that ring completely out just to give you lots of room and just melting your head down to the floor. Great work. Taking a nice big inhale here, full exhale out through the mouth. One more time, inhale and exhale. Then slowly walk the hands back towards your knees and rise back up. Okay, great stuff. Grab hold of that ring and come up to a high kneeling position. Arms are going to be straight, so that ring is down by your legs to start off with. We're going to inhale here. Let your bum tip back towards your heels as the ring reaches forward, and then slowly rise all the way back up. So we're going to hinge. The bum goes back, the chest tips forward, that ring reaches up, 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 up until the arms are beside your ears, and then you come all the way back up. The ring's down to your legs and your spine is nice and straight. We keep going. Hinge and up. Good. On every single rep here, you're trying to see if you can lift those arms any higher. So when you're in that full hinge, those arms are trying to get next to your ears. It might not happen, but that's the aim. Good. Just hinging and rising up. We have 3 more, then we're going to add on to this movement. Last 2. Hinge and rise up. One more time, come into that hinge position with your bum hovering to your heels, lifting that ring up so the arms are next to your ears, looking forward with your eye gaze. Hold it here. Just lower the ring down 1 centimetre and lift the ring up to the ceiling 1 centimetre. Lower the ring down 1 centimetre so the arms drop just slightly and the arms lift back up. Good. Tiny pulses here for 5 and 4. Keep looking forward, chest open. 3 and 2 and 1. Come all the way back up. Great stuff. Okay, stay in this position. Let's come into a thigh stretch here. So we're going to think about really squeezing your glutes here. So almost think about being in like a glute bridge position. The hip bones are really pulling forwards. Your spine is nice and straight, and we pause it here. Then can we hinge back from your knees and reach that ring slightly up to shoulder height? And then lower the ring back down as you rise on up. So we're hinging back from the knees this time, staying in a straight line from your head all the way down to your knees. Lifting that ring just slightly as you hinge back. Good. Feeling that stretch all the way through the front of your legs. We're here for 3. Hinge back and up. Last 2. You choose how much you go back. You don't have to go very far to feel it. One more time. Hinge back and hold it here. For 3. Squeezing the front legs. 2 and 1. Coming all the way back up. Great stuff. Just lower your bum back down to your heels. We're going to take that ring into our left hand and take it slightly ahead of you on that mat. Then come back into that 4-point kneeling position, but your left hand is going to be stacked on top of that top handle of the ring, and the bottom handle is going to be on the floor. Your right hand is on the floor in line with your shoulder, and we're going to stay here. Can we take a nice big inhale? As you exhale, just focus on that left hand, that ring hand, and push down onto that ring. Inhale to release the squeeze on the ring. Exhale to push down into that ring. Squeeze and change the shape of that ring. And inhale to release. 3 more here. Exhale to push down onto that ring. Inhale to release. Last 2. Release. One more time. Exhale, push down onto that ring. And release the squeeze in that ring and hold. Can you reach your right leg back behind you so it's nice and straight with the knee lifted and the toes, the big toe on the floor? We're going to lift that right leg up until it's in line with the rest of your body. Keep it super straight, keep it pulling and reaching away from you. Then tap the right big toe down on the floor. Nothing else changes. You lift the leg up and you tap the big toe down. Good. Keep pushing into the floor with that right hand. Pushing down just slightly into that ring with the left hand. Last 3. Lifting that right leg and tapping it down. Last 2. Keep your eye gaze looking slightly ahead of you. Great job. One more time. Lift that right leg up and hold it here. We inhale. This time we exhale. Push down on that ring. Bend that right leg. Hug it into the chest and round your spine. Inhale, release. Release that ring squeeze and straighten that right leg back behind you. We go again. Exhale, push down on that ring. Bend that right leg into the chest, round your spine. Inhale, release. The right leg reaches back and we release that squeeze on the ring. Good. 3 more here. Taking your time. We're looking for precision here. So going really slow. Last 2. Rounding your spine, pushing down on that ring, hugging that right knee into the chest. And reach it back. Good. One more time here. Pushing down onto that ring as much as you can. Hugging that right knee in as much as you can. Rounding your spine. We hold here for 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Reach that right leg back behind you and hold it here. Lower that right leg down just a fraction and lift it back up 1. Lower it down just slightly and lift it back up 2. Keep looking forward with your eye gaze. We're just pulsing that back leg and it's really small. You're lowering it down just slightly and lifting it back up, really squeezing through that right glute. We're here for 5 and 4. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Bring that right leg back in and relax it back. Bum back toward your heels. Keep that ring on the left hand side of you. Take your right hand on top of that left hand, so both hands are stacked on top of each other. And just relaxing your head between your arms, come into a twisted child pose. So with your hands over to the left, you should feel a stretch all the way down your right hand side. Breathing here, nice big inhale. And exhale out through the mouth. Fab. Then slowly rise all the way up. Grab hold of that ring with your right hand and let's set up for the same thing on the other side. So the ring is slightly ahead of you, the handle down to the floor, and that right hand is on top of that top handle. Left hand in line with the shoulder, and we stay here in this 4-point kneeling position. Can we inhale in through the nose? As you exhale out through the mouth, push down onto that ring. Inhale to release. Exhale to push down. Good, so we keep the eye gaze looking just slightly ahead of us. Your spine is nice and straight. Just squeezing and pushing down onto that ring. And releasing the squeeze. Good, last 2 here. Exhale, push down. Staying really open across the chest. One more time. Exhale, push down into that ring. Then release that ring squeeze and hold it there. Can you lift that left leg back behind you so the big toe is touching the floor with the knee lifted? Then can we lift that leg up until it's in line with the rest of your body, but it stays really straight? And then tap that big toe back down. And again, lift that back leg up and tap it down. Keeping that belly lifted away from the floor. Keep looking forward with your eye gaze. Chest is nice and open. Great job. We're squeezing through that back glutes. Great job here. Really lengthening through that back leg. We have 3. And lower. Last 2. Lift. And lower. One more time. Lift that leg up and hold it there. So it's reaching behind you. You're pointing through that back foot. And we hold it here. Inhale. This time as we exhale, push down on that ring again. But bend that back leg into the chest, round your spine. Look towards that knee that's pulling towards you. Then reach that leg back behind you and release that squeeze in the ring. We go again, squeeze onto that ring. Bend that back leg in towards your chest. Then reach that leg behind you and release the squeeze on the ring. Great work. Number 3. Bend it in, push down on the ring. And release. 2 more here until we hold this position. Last time, push down onto that ring, hug that left knee into the chest, and we hold here for 5 and 4. Hold in this position 3, pushing away from the floor with your left hand 2 and 1. Reach that left leg behind you and hold it here. Can we lower that back leg down just slightly and then lift it back up? So you lower that back leg just slightly before lifting it back up. And it's really slow and precise here. So don't rush this movement. Great job. We're here for 5 and 4. Staying open across the chest. Last 3 and 2. Last 1. Hold that leg reaching behind you. And then bring everything back in. Stay here for a twisted child pose. So keep that ring on the right hand side. Stack your hands on top of each other. So the left hand comes on top of that right hand. And you relax your head down to the floor. Feeling that lovely stretch all the way down your left hand side. Breathing deeply here for a nice release. Then slowly rise all the way up and you can release. Great job. I hope you enjoyed that little mat Pilates flow using your Pilates ring. If you did, then please give this a like, comment and a subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.